have a jar of active sourdough starter and Amy from Amy Bakes Bread's brand new cookbook. We're going to do cookbook roulette. Okay, I'm going to randomly scroll through. You can see all of our options here and stop. Cheddar, bacon, and green onion sourdough bread. I never made a sourdough loaf with bacon inside of it, so this is exciting. Let's do it. First order of business is making our dough. This is your pretty standard dough base, but she did something in this recipe that I don't normally do, which is a fermentolyse. That's when you mix the starter, the flour, and the water and let it sit before you add the salt. So I prepared my dough and I set the salt off to the side because we're going to come back to it and add it in 30 minutes. A fermentolyse is said to yield a stronger dough. It also jumpstarts bulk fermentation since salt can hinder bulk fermentation a bit. I typically don't do a fermentolyse because it's just another step, but I see why others can do it. For me, it always turns into this weird rubbery texture consistency, and I have to hand knead it in the bowl for about 5 minutes for it to come together. I do want to note that it does come back together. It's just weird right at first when you add the salt. I'm going to let that rest, and meanwhile, I grate my cheddar cheese and chop up my green onions. I put a layer down, stretch up, fold over, and repeat that on all 4 sides, and I always tuck this in really nice and neat to keep everything inside. While this bulk fermented, I made my bacon and waited it out a little while longer until it doubled in size, was super jiggly, bubbly, and then I went in and laminated that with the crumbled bacon. I shaped this up, put it into a banneton, covered it, and popped this into the fridge overnight. The next morning, it was time to bake, so I took it out of the fridge, got my preheated Dutch oven, dumped it in there, scored it, and this is going into the oven. About halfway through, I took off the lid to get it nice and crisp and toasty on the crust. I wish you could smell this through the camera. It is just too good. This was so tasty and such a fun recipe to make. Congrats to Amy on her brand new cookbook.